Hi guys, it's Ben here from BeFit. Just wanted to make this little video because I've had a couple of clients recently and friends of mine asking me about whether peanut butter is actually a good thing to have in your diet or not. Um, Personally, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer, but there's obviously some um, confusion, I suppose is the best word, about whether peanut butter is actually good for you or not. The reason being is because most people know that nuts, nut butters are, they're very high in fat. Yes, they are. They are very high in fat. However, these fats are what most people know as the good fats. Okay, so they're monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Okay, these good fats you want in your diet. Okay, there's other sources of them obviously, but peanut butter is a great source for them. What these fats actually do for your body is they help lower or reduce, I should say, reduce heart disease or the risk of heart disease, help lower your cholesterol levels, help lower your blood pressure, and they're also anti-inflammatory as well. So they can actually help you with recovery and recuperation from an injury, for example. The other good points, benefits of peanut butter are they're a great source of protein. Okay, particularly the good brands. I mean the one I go for, okay, Whole Earth, this one here. They per 100 grams that has 28 grams of protein in it. Okay, so I'm not saying for a second that you should eat 100 grams of peanut butter at a time because the calorie content will be huge, but you know that when you get a good peanut butter, you're going to get a decent amount of protein per serving. Okay. What else are they good for? They're also good for potassium. Okay, they've got a lot of potassium, so they can go a long way to counteracting the negative effects of a high sodium diet, which unfortunately most of us in the Western world nowadays have quite a lot of sodium in the diet, with added salt to food or just salt that's already in food. We tend to eat a lot of them in our part of the world, so having a good source of potassium can help nullify those effects. Like I said, good source of protein, but also a very good source of fiber as well. Okay, and fiber is one of the main things that people are lacking in their diet these days. Okay, people aren't eating enough fruit, aren't eating enough high fibrous vegetables, so a lot of people are really lacking in their fiber intake. So obviously peanut butter is a good one for that. A couple of things you need to be aware of though, or wary of I should say. Like I said at the start, the fat content is very high in peanut butter. All nuts are very high in fat content. Again, they are good fats, but they are still fats. So, for example, if you were to have, well, let's have a look here. So we've got Whole Earth here. We've got 100 grams per 100 grams. More than half of per 100 grams in this is fat. Okay, all good fats, but it's still fat at the end of the day. So if you're looking at, it's 54 grams of fat in that. So there's 9 per gram of fat, there's 9 calories. Okay, so you're looking at 54 times 9 there. That's a lot of calories from 100 grams of peanut butter. Obviously, not saying you should have 100 grams of peanut butter on your toast in the mornings because, well, to be honest, probably make you sick. So you just need to be a bit more reserved with the spreading of your peanut butter in the mornings or any time of day, obviously. Personally, what I do to get my peanut butter in the morning, I tend to have a smoothie first thing. Lots of good stuff in there. Got spinach in there, protein powder, some sort of fruit, usually a banana or an avocado, and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. That's going to give me a good amount of protein, good amount of fiber, good fats, but not too much in the way of added calories. Okay. A lot of peanut butter addicts out there, they're eating far too much than would be considered healthy, and unfortunately, although peanut butter is good for you, too much of it, you're still going to, well, I say it's bad for you, it's not bad for you at all. If you're trying to lose weight and you're eating too much peanut butter, you're going to be taking a lot of unnecessary calories that your body doesn't really, not doesn't need, but a lot of excess calories that your body's just going to convert to extra weight. So be conservative with how much you're actually taking in. The flip side to that is because peanut butter is a good source of protein and fibre, it actually helps you feel fuller for longer. So what that can do is, as long as you're sensible with your food intake, if you've got a good source of protein or a good amount of protein and a good amount of fibre in your diet, you're going to be fuller for longer. So it's going to stop you snacking later in the day on anything really. But when we're hungry, we tend to, and we're looking for a snack, we tend to go for something fairly unhealthy. So chocolate bar, cake, overeating on white bread, things like that. So get a little bit of fibre, get a little bit of peanut butter, a good source of fibre and protein in your diet, and that's going to help you feel fuller for longer. Going to stop you snacking. That's in that sense is actually going to help you with your weight loss. Okay. Eating the food itself doesn't necessarily burn fat from you, unfortunately. There's a lot of people that say it does, but there's not a lot of research out there to actually suggest that, so it's a little bit of a myth. But having the peanut butter with a good source of protein and fat, it will curb your cravings and stop you eating more than you need, and again, helping with your weight loss. Obviously, you need a good exercise program as well. But yeah, that's about it. One other thing actually, there's the peanut butters aren't all created equal. I mean, for example, again going back to my one that I tend to go for, Whole Earth. There's 2 ingredients in this. You've got peanuts and sea salt. That's it. A good peanut butter, when you undo it, will have a film of oil on the top. Okay, because the oil that's released from the peanuts when it's blitzed up. It will go gradually rise to the top and it will sit on the top. That's absolutely fine. There's nothing. It doesn't mean it's gone bad or anything like that. It's actually really a sign it's a really good peanut butter. However, this one, not so good. Okay, let's have a look here. Per 100 grams, there's less protein, there's less fibre, there's more sugar. When you're trying to lose weight, most of us know that sugar's the enemy, so we don't want a lot of that. It's good fat content. It's like less than half of what you would be taking in as fat, so not as good as the Whole Earth one. So things like this. Oh yeah, and just check the ingredients. I mean, here we've got peanuts, stabilizers, E471, cane sugar, peanut oil, sea salt. So there's a lot more ingredients in there. And anything with E numbers you don't need, you don't want. It's just a preservative, don't need it, okay? So make sure you choose a good peanut butter. Another good one that I like to go for sometimes is Meridian, okay? And also, not just peanut butter, try out other nut butter, try almond butter, cashew butter is amazing. It's like, oh, it's beautiful. And different nut butters will have different benefits. They'll have more, some will have more potassium, some will have more niacin, some have more zinc in it, those sorts of things. So yeah, try them out and you make your own. Very rarely do you see hazelnut butter. It's starting to come in a little bit now, but hazelnut's quite expensive, so it tends not to be made into nut butter. Just make it yourself. Get a load of hazelnuts, whack them in a blender, blitz them up, maybe a little bit of olive oil or peanut oil, just so it's got something to bind with. But yeah, blitz up, make your own. It's fantastic, and it will last. You put it in a sealed jar, it will last forever. Well, not forever, but a long time. So yeah, just mix them up as well. Brazil nut oil, Brazil nut butter. I've never seen that before. Try that. And Brazil nuts are incidentally one of the better nuts for you as well. So yeah, so I just thought I'd make this little video to hopefully clear it up. But in conclusion, yes, peanut butter is very good for you. Just be mindful of how much you're actually taking in. Okay, but yeah, stay tuned, guys, and I'll make another video. If any of you've got anything that you want to know more about from exercise or nutrition, send me an email and I'll read up on it, do a little video, and hopefully give you a bit more information. I'll see you soon.